Hey man, we back at it again with another mock draft. You know what I'm saying? I did one I think last week. I ain't gonna lie, I might do a few more of these because I've been enjoying doing these type of vids, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's a switch up for what I usually do. But first up on the clock we got the Tennessee Titans. I really feel like it's gonna be, you know what I'm saying, Cam Ward at this point. The things that they have been doing these last couple weeks by beefing up the offensive line really makes me think that they're getting ready to bring in Cam Ward, draft him number 1 overall. You know what I'm saying? Cam Ward, best quarterback in this draft class by far. And I'm not saying that Shador is a bad quarterback. He's just not on Cam Ward's level as of right now. You know what I'm saying? I think Cam Ward has the higher upside, better arm talent. Does need to work on, not holding onto the ball for too long. But you know what I'm saying, Cam Ward is a dog, man. Next up, we got the Cleveland Browns. Now, my last mock draft, I did go Shador Sanders, but I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna go Abdul Carter. Imagine a D line with Myles Garrett and Abdul Carter on it. They will have a dominant edge rush duo for like the next 4 to 5 years, bro. Cause they did resign Myles Garrett. Like I kind of understand why he resigned because 40 mil a year, you know what I'm saying? That's a lot of money, bro. I ain't gonna lie, that's a lot of money. But he did say he wanted to go to a contender, so I don't know, bro. But helping out Myles Garrett, not have to get double teamed every play, bring in Abdul Carter to get pressure from the other side. Now they do have a lot more needs. I could have went Shador again, but I think they're gonna sign Russ. I really do. I really think they're gonna sign Russ because you're not gonna go into the season with Kenny Pickett as your starting quarterback. That's just not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. But I feel like Abdul Carter will be a perfect spot for them right here. Next up we got the New York Giants. I'm gonna go Shador Sanders, bro. Because there's still a lot of things up in the air with Aaron Rodgers. They've been waiting on him to make his decision. Haven't heard anything back from him yet. But I feel like Shador, if he does make it to 3, I don't see why the Giants don't pull the trigger. But you do also have Travis Hunter on the board, so I don't know, bro. I don't know. That's gonna be a very interesting spot if Shador and Travis Hunter are on the board at 3. Next up, we got the New England Patriots, and speaking of Travis Hunter, that's gonna be our pick right here. Now the Patriots, they did have the number 1 overall pick at one point, but they ended up winning a meaningless game. You know what I'm saying, and cost them number 1 overall pick. And I feel like, if they still had the number 1 overall pick, Travis would have won number 1 overall, 100%. Patriots kind of a perfect spot for him to go to right now. Now I do understand they just signed Carlton Davis, but shoot, there's not many Travis Hunters in the world, bro. He can also give Drake May another weapon on offense. They really need a number 1 wide receiver. And then that cornerback trio. Every team needs a good third corner, bro. You know what I'm saying? With a lot of teams, with spread out offenses, always having good 3 wide receivers and stuff like that. I feel like you always need 3 good corners nowadays, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like Trav gives them the best of both worlds, for real. So that's my pick right there for the Patriots. Next up, we got the Jags. Oh my gosh, bro. I really it's always between these two of me. T Mac. I did hear that he ran a sub 4.5. I think it was like a 4.48 at his combine or something like that. That might change my mind for this pick, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Oh my gosh, cause I've been saying this for a while now. T Mac and BTJ on the same team. Imagine trying to guard both of those guys. I don't know, bro. I really don't know because they do need help on the interior, but they also need to give Trevor Lawrence more weapons. You trade away Christian Kirk, you cut Evan Ingram. You know what I'm saying? They did sign De'Ami Brown. I don't know, bro. Like you possibly could get a good receiver in the second round because there's gonna be some good guys there. Ibuka might fall out of the first round. I've seen a lot of mock drafts with Luther Burden falling out of the first round. You got Alec Io Manor, you know what I'm saying? Jack Besh. Yeah, Higgins there. Like, there's a lot of good wide receivers you could get in the second round. So I'm gonna go ahead and go Mason Graham, bro, because they need help in the interior. There's not a lot there. You got Eric Armstead, and outside of that, it's nothing really, really pretty good about that. You got Mason Smith. Was that? I forgot the other dude's name, the Jefferson dude from LSU. But bringing in Mason Graham, bro, they really need some help in the interior, bro. Because you got your edge rushers of the future with Trayvon Walker and Josh Allen. You know what I'm saying? You need some help on the interior, bro. So Mason Graham gonna be my pick there, and I feel like this is really holding weight. I really think that Mason Graham will be number 5 overall pick for the Jags. Next up, we got the Raiders. I did this in my last mock draft, bro. I'm gonna go T Mac. You need Geno needs more weapons on that Raiders offense, bro. You have no weapons outside of Brock Bowers and maybe Jacoby Myers. Jacoby Myers is solid. He's not number 1 wide receiver, bro. You need a true number 1 wide receiver, that can really be a game changer for you. And they don't really have that right now at wide receiver. Now, you could say Brock Bowers is just a big body wide receiver playing tight end. You know what I'm saying? But you need a true wide receiver 1, bro. And I feel like T-Mac is the perfect spot. I know a lot of Raiders fans talking about, oh, we need to take Ashton Genty. You know what I'm saying? Genty should be the pick. In a good running back class like it is, bro, like I don't think you should take a running back. There's probably going to be probably 2 or 3 running backs going in the first round. Obviously, Genty, Omarion Hampton, Travion Henderson. Those might be the big 3 that go in the first round. You could get some good quality running backs, in the second round. Judkins, Dylan Sampson, Caleb Johnson, who I think is RB2 for me. He's RB2 behind Ashton Genty, but we ain't gonna talk about that. But you can definitely get good running backs down the board. So that's exactly why I went T-Mac. Next up, we got the New York Jets. Now this is going to be an interesting one. I did go Tyler Warren in my last mock draft. Cause they did lose Morgan Moses to the Patriots. Damn, bro, this is very interesting. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna go Armand Mimbu here because I did do this a couple mock drafts ago. I'm gonna go Armand Mimbu. You did lose Morgan Moses to free agency, and you need to keep Justin Fields. Clean in the back. We saw how he was under a bad old line with Chicago running for his life. So make sure you have protection up front for him, bro. And then maybe you can get some good weapons down the board. You can possibly draft a good tight end, because they do need to kind of start looking for their tight end in the future with Tyler Conklin getting older. So next up, we got the Carolina Panthers. Oh man, this is gonna be an interesting one for me. I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. I have done Jalen Walker in all of my mock drafts so far for them. I think I'm gonna go different. I'm gonna go different this time. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna do things different. I'm gonna go Shamar Stewart. Now I know the production is not there for him. I get that, but this dude has so much upside. He's a freak athlete. Dominated at his Senior Bowl. Dominated at the Combine. And remember when Trayvon Walker went number 1 overall. A lot of people were, were questioning that pick because he didn't have, a lot of production done at Georgia. But he's had back-to-back 10-sack seasons now. So, we're starting to see a trend with these freak athletes being drafted in the first round. Especially inside the top 10 or top 5. They can make things happen, bro, if they're in the right system and, somebody just trust them, bro, in the right defense and everything. So that might be the same thing with Shamar Stewart, bro. And I really love Shamar Stewart. I watched a lot of film on him. Great run defender. He sets the edge well. The production is gonna come, bro. It's gonna eventually come, and they really need that big productive guy on that D-line ever since they lost Brian Burns, bro. So that's my pick right there. Next up, we got the New Orleans Saints. Oh man, this is gonna be another interesting one for me, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Because they need a lot. They need another receiver outside of Chris Olave. They could use help on the offensive line. D-line is very, very much so. They need help on the D-line. I'm not even going to lie to you. I really don't know what to go with here. I'm going to keep it a buck with you. I think I'm going to go D-line. I'm going to go D-line here. I'm going to go Kenneth Grant. Bro. Because they really do need help on the interior. Obviously, they re-signed Chase Young. Cam Jordan's still there. Brian Brzee had a pretty solid year. And given, Brian Brzee, another defensive tackle that can get to the quarterback, stuff like that. He has a tremendous upside as a pass rusher. So putting that next to Brian Brzee, I feel like they might wreak havoc this year. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. Next up, we got the Chicago Bears. I'm not gonna lie, I keep doing this, and I'm gonna continue to do this. I'm gonna go Ashton Genty, unless somebody trades up. You know what I'm saying, in the draft, bro. I feel like Genty at 10 makes perfect sense for the Bears. You know, they upgraded that interior of the offensive line. You know, they probably could, I could see them going Will Campbell here. You know what I'm saying? I have done that in the past, but I just feel like, you know, with them bringing in Ben Johnson and seeing how good, you know what I'm saying, a running back tandem can be, you know what I'm saying, in Detroit, I feel like DeAndre Swift and Ashton Genty would be a great, you know what I'm saying, formidable running back duo right there. You know, and maybe Caleb Williams balls out this year. Who knows, bro? So, hey, next up, we got the San Francisco 49ers, bro. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. I'm gonna go Will Campbell here, bro, because they lost a lot. They lost a lot, especially on the offensive line. You know, and they really need somebody on the opposite side of Trent Williams, especially, you know, when he decides to retire. Maybe they're gonna need somebody to replace him. So I feel like Will Campbell right here is a perfect spot. You know what I'm saying, for them. I could have went D line again, you know, because they really do need help on that D line. They lost a lot with Leonard Floyd, Javon Hargrave. You know, they lost a lot in the secondary as well with Ward and Talanoa Hufanga. I did go Will Johnson my last mock draft, but I'm gonna switch it up and I'm gonna go Will Campbell here. Next up, we got the Dallas Cowboys, bro. I'm a I'm gonna go Luther Burn here. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna go Luther Burn. I did this in my last mock draft, and I'm gonna do it again. You know, Dak needs another receiver to throw to, bro. CeeDee Lamb can't do it all himself. Tolbert, he's solid. I don't really think of him as a wide receiver too. You know what I'm saying? Luther Burton gives you like he also gives you flexibility as well. He can play in the slot and he can play on the outside as well. Now, CeeDee Lamb is primarily going to be their slot receiver, but they need somebody to take the top off the defense, bro. They really do, and Luther Burton is going to be that guy for them. So, that's just how I see this, bro. They really need some more weapons for Dak Prescott. Next up, we got the Miami Dolphins, bro. They need a lot too. I have gone offensive lineman and I think all of my mock drafts so far. There are some really good ones still on the board, but they did lose a big part of their secondary, bro. They did lose a big part of their secondary with losing Javon Holland. I'm gonna go Nick Eamon Ward, bro, because Nick Eamon Ward has really been climbing up draft boards as of late. You know what I'm saying? Complete ball hawk. You know what I'm saying? He's a demon. He got great range as a safety, blazing fast. He ran what, a 4.3 at the combine. Like, Nick Eamon Ward is that guy, bro. And people are gonna really start to look more and more into this. You know what I'm saying, as we get closer and closer to the draft, and that would be a great replacement for Javon Holland. They really need to upgrade that secondary, bro. Next up, we got the Indianapolis Colts. I mean, it's a perfect spot for Tyler Warren to go here, bro. Perfect spot because they got everything set on offense. You know, offensive line has always been good. Great receivers with Michael Pittman, Josh Downs, Alec Pierce, and A.D. Mitchell. Great running back in JT, who really looked good this past year. You know what I'm saying, when he's been able to stay healthy. The only weakness they have right now, obviously tight end and quarterback. Who's going to be their QB1? Whoever it is, they're going to have a lot of weapons to throw to, including Tyler Warren, bro. The best tight end in this draft class. You know what I'm saying? And he also gives you a lot of, you know what I'm saying, upside as a blocker as well. Not George Kittle level of blocking, but he's a really good blocker in the run game. Next up, we got the Atlanta Falcons. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like it's a perfect spot right here for me to take Jalen Walker, bro. Jalen Walker. Now, in my last couple mock drafts, I've always had him going to the Panthers. I chose to switch it up this time, bro. The Panthers, they really need help at linebacker and edge. Jalen Walker is kind of like a Micah Parsons type, you know what I'm saying, who can play off ball and rush off the edge as well. You know what I'm saying, a twitchy linebacker. But I really like these hybrid linebackers, bro. I feel like we're gonna start to see a lot more of these guys, you know what I'm saying, in the future, especially in this draft class too. And Jalen Walker, man, another one of those Georgia Bulldogs, bro. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna start to see a lot more of those guys go in the first round too, bro. Next up, we got the Arizona Cardinals. Now, they definitely need to upgrade their secondary. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. I'm gonna go Jade Barron here. Cause like I'm gonna be totally honest with y'all, bro. I cannot name a single person in their secondary other than Buda Baker. I really can't. I really can't, bro. I think what Sean Murphy Bunting is what the number one corner right now. I can't name anybody else on that. Excuse me, in that secondary. Now they did bring in Josh Sweat. That's the big reason why I didn't go D line here. They need to start upgrading that secondary, and they need to start upgrading it now. Real talk. Next up, we got the Cincinnati Bengals. They just love splurging on offense, bro. Over $500 million between Burrow, Chase, and T. Higgins. Now I heard they've been in talks with Trey Hendrickson, but they still are far apart in negotiations. They need to hurry up and just replace him at this point. Trade him, get some compensation for him, and then replace him in the draft. And I feel like I'm gonna go Mike Green right here. I'm gonna go Mike Green. You know what I'm saying? They really gonna need somebody to replace Trey Hendrickson. Now Mike Green might fall in the draft due to some off the field issues, some past allegations, but the production is there. Now he does have short arms, but I feel like that's not gonna play a factor for him. You know what I'm saying? He has a great pass rush bag. You can say that for a lot of pass rushers in this draft class. You know what I'm saying? But Mike Green, feel like will be, what I'm saying, a stud, a steal by whoever drafts him in this class. Next up, we got the Seattle Seahawks. This has always been an interesting spot for me to take, what I'm saying, defense here. I'm gonna go. I ain't gonna lie. I really don't know who to go with here. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Cause like I've heard the general manager say that guard is the most overpaid position, but they need offensive line, but his offensive line is horrible. Like I could see them maybe going Tyler Booker. I don't know, but there's a lot of like offensive linemen, like especially tackle. I did not mean to go that. Especially tackle that could slip into guard. You know what I'm saying? Like Gray Zabel. Who else could slip into guard? I know Will Campbell it's been talks about him slipping in the guard as well. But I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm gonna go Kelvin Banks. I feel like it's a perfect spot to go Kelvin Banks here. Maybe he can, slip in the guard, but they really need to protect Sam Darnold, bro. They really need to protect Sam Darnold. Cause that offensive line, bro, is absolutely horrible. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Next up we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm gonna continue to go with this because I feel like it makes the perfect sense. I'm gonna go Jahad Campbell. They brought back Levante David on a 1-year deal. You need another linebacker. You know what I'm saying to pair with him, and you need potentially his replacement if he does leave in free agency next year, bro. And Jahad Campbell can also give you upside as a pass rusher. He was, recruited as a 5-star edge rusher at Alabama. You know what I'm saying? He's a great blitzer, great in open field. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like he'll be a great, you know what I'm saying? Great. I said that completely wrong. Levante David will be a great mentor to Jahad Campbell. You know what I'm saying? Next up, we got the Denver Broncos. Now this is gonna be an interesting one. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna go receiver here for them. I'm gonna go receiver, and that's gonna be Matthew Golden. Matthew Golden really, really surprised me at the combine with running a 4.29, bro. I did not think he was that fast. I'm not even gonna lie. He's faster than Isaiah Bond. When you watch Golden play, he doesn't really show that speed. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't really show that speed. He plays kind of slower than you know what I'm saying than his 40 time, but he does not drop the ball at all. He really came up clutch for Texas in their playoff run. Especially that game against ASU. Matthew Golden is one of them ones, and I feel like giving Bo Nix another weapon to pair with Cortland Sutton, then you have Marvin Mims in the slot. I feel like the Broncos might do some damage next season, bro. Real talk. Next up, we got the Pittsburgh Steelers. There's a lot I could go with him. I ain't gonna lie. I could go corner. You know what I'm saying? I could go D-line. But I like this. It's just been. I did this in my last mock draft too. And nobody said nothing about it. Bro. I think this might happen, bro, more than people think. It might happen more than people think, especially if they don't sign Russell Wilson or Aaron Rodgers. If they don't sign either of them, I definitely can see them drafting Jackson Dart. at number 21. And I feel like that's what's gonna happen, bro. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do it again, bro. I'm gonna do it again. You know what I'm saying? But if things do change up, if they do end up signing, you know what I'm saying, Aaron Rodgers or Russell Wilson, then in my next mock draft we'll switch it up. But as of right now, Jackson Dart to the Steelers, bro. Next up, we got I was about to say Arizona Cardinals. They got them Los Angeles Chargers. Now, they need more weapons for Justin Herbert, and it showed in the playoffs, bro. Lad McConkey was the only one that came up to play, and I feel like Jim Harbaugh being the head coach, he's gonna take one of his Michigan guys and Colston Loveland. Colston Loveland's not really your traditional inline tight end. He can line up in the slot. You know what I'm saying? He can line up on the outside. Colston Loveland is one of them guys. Now, you didn't really hear much about him last year because of the fact that Michigan had no good quarterback. No good quarterback play. And when you don't have good quarterback play, your stats will diminish. But don't let that fool you, bro. Go back and look at 2023 Colston Loveland and see why he's going in the first round, bro. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? Soft, reliable hands, bro. And I feel like giving Justin Herbert another receiver, I'm going to just call him a receiver. I don't think he's a tight end. I'm going to call him a receiver that he can rely on to catch the ball. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that probably would take more pressure off of Quentin Johnson. You know what I'm saying? Now, he didn't have a horrible season because he had 800 yards, but he just drops the ball too much. He could have had 1,000 yards last year if he didn't drop the ball so much. But Colston Loveland to the Chargers, I feel like it's a perfect fit. Next up, we got the Green Bay Packers, bro. With all this talk about, about Jair Alexander maybe getting traded, I'm gonna go corner here for them, bro. And I'm gonna go Maxwell Harrison. Had a phenomenal combine, ran the 4.2s. Still have not looked at his film yet. I'm gonna check that out after this vid. I ain't gonna lie. But Maxwell Harrison has been getting a lot of hype as of late. You know what I'm saying? Let me look at the first look. Okay, Harrison is a feisty competitor who likes to get his hands on receivers and bump and run coverage. So he's kind of like a press man coverage corner. Okay, from off coverage techniques, as a zone heavy cornerback, he has the chance to develop into a CB2 type player in the NFL. Okay, 6'1", 186. Okay. So he's mostly like a zone type corner. Okay, I like that. Nice little physical corner. They're really gonna need that if Jair, gets traded or cut or whatever they're gonna do with him. Next up, we got the Minnesota Vikings. I could do a lot with them right here. I'm not gonna lie. I could go corner, because of the fact they lost Stephon Gilmore. They also lost Cam Bynum as well. That's very interesting. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Losing Cam Bynum, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to go Malachi Starks. I feel like Malachi Starks has fell enough in this draft class. Now, his 2024 tape didn't really look that good this year. But if you look back at 2023 tape, just like Colston Loveland, bro, it'll show why, both of those guys are going to be first-round picks, bro. You know what I'm saying? Malachi Starks, great rangy corner. You know what I'm saying? He can also play in the nickel as well. Kind of like how Brian Branch fell in the draft as well. I feel like Malachi Starks might fall that same way, you know what I'm saying? But Malachi Starks is gonna be a steal wherever he falls to. Next up, we got the damn Texans, bro. I keep switching up every time I go, go with them. It's that always gonna be between wide receiver and tackle for real. They really traded away Laramie Tunsil, and I don't want to hear about the fact of the penalties, bro. He kept CJ Stroud clean. Kept him clean, bro. And that's exactly why I feel like I'm going to go where is he at? That's why I'm gonna go Josh Simmons, bro. Now he did come off a crazy knee injury, bro. But when healthy, one of the best offensive linemen in this draft class. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's going to be the pick right there. They need to go offensive line. Maybe you get receiver in the second round, but make sure CJ Stroud is upright because he was about to get killed last year. Next up, we got the LA Rams. Not going to waste no time with this one. I'm going Will Johnson, bro. They need to upgrade that secondary. Their number one corner was Kobe Durant, I feel like, right now. And they really need to upgrade that. I'm not going to lie. I fuck with Kobe Durant. I just don't really think of him as a true number one corner, bro. Now, Will Johnson, the main reason why he's falling in the draft, questioned about his speed. You know what I'm saying? He has short arms for a man press corner, You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's the only reason why he's really falling this draft class. But if you watch the tape, you'll see how good he is, bro. He is a ball magnet, a pick six demon. He had so many interceptions returned for touchdowns for Michigan these last couple years, bro. And I feel like he's going to ball out with the Rams, bro. Next up, we got my Baltimore Ravens, bro. I do this every time, and I feel like it's gonna happen. I feel like it's gonna happen. All these other like edge rushers are getting more hype. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like the main reason why James Pierce is dropping is because of off the field issues. Off the field issues. Now the production is there. It is there, bro. I think he had 9 sacks in 2023, and then 8 sacks last year. James Pierce is that guy. He ran a 4.4 at the combine. I think it was the fastest out of all the edge rushers. You know what I'm saying? James Pierce is that guy, bro. And we really need a threat on the edge. You know what I'm saying? We did get a lot of sacks last year. Cool. We don't have that game changer. Calvin Noy, he's good. Owe had a big breakout year with 10 sacks. You know what I'm saying? We got some rotational guys. Tavius Robinson. You know what I'm saying? Obviously Matt BK, but he was mostly getting double teamed this year. I ain't gonna lie. After that big season he had in 2023, but James Pierce, bro, that is my dream prospect right now for my Ravens. He plays like a Raven, you know what I'm saying, and hopefully he will be a Raven come April 24th, 2025. Real talk. Next up we got the Lions. Now the Lions is an interesting one. I'm not even gonna lie to you. The Lions is an interesting one for me. You know what I'm saying? Because they do need edge rush. You know what I'm saying? There's still a lot of good edge rushers on the board right now. Um, and I'm gonna go something different here now. Last time I don't remember who I went with last time. I think I might have went with Mike Green, or that might have been the Chargers. I ain't gonna lie, that might have been the Chargers. But I'm gonna go Donovan Ezaraku, bro. Now this is gonna be a surprising one, low key. But I feel like he will be a first round pick. The production is there. Got long arms. You know what I'm saying? 16 and a half sack season he had. And they need another pass rusher to go opposite side of Aiden Hutchinson. Now, I don't know if Aiden Hutchinson is going to be ready to start come week 1. Excuse me, but when he does come back, he's gonna have, a great pass rush duo with him and Donovan Ezaraku, bro. Next up, we got the Washington Commanders. Yeah. Now their cornerback room is not looking bad. It's not looking bad. Marshawn Lattimore struggled last year. Mikey Sarenstein was easily their best corner, their best DB in general. They did sign Jonathan Jones. I don't think that is gonna stop them from drafting a corner. You know what I'm saying? It's been a lot of hype as of late over Trey Amos, and I think that's what I'm gonna go with here, bro. I did watch his tape. He's sticky in coverage. You know what I'm saying? Great ball skills, and they really need a guy like that. You don't know how long. I think they signed Jonathan Jones on a 1-year deal, I believe. But you got some older corners. Marshawn Lattimore is getting up there in age. Same goes for Jonathan Jones. I think they're both in their 30s, I believe. But you only got one young corner and Mikey Sarenstein after letting BSJ go in free agency. I know those niggas was happy, bro. Commanders fans were happy when that happened. But I feel like Trey Amos would be a great spot. Now I could see them trading out of the first round. You know what I'm saying? Because of the fact that they don't necessarily need a lot, but edge. I mean, there are some good edge rushers still here, but you could wait until the later rounds to get somebody maybe like Nick Scourton or Landon Jackson, Princely Umami Yellen, JT Tomolia, Jack Sawyer. There's still a lot of good edge rushers here, but I'm gonna go Trey Amos right there. Next up, we got the Buffalo Bills. They got a lot to choose from too. They could go corner, but I wouldn't really see them drafting a corner. Now, if Savon Revel and Benjamin Morrison were both healthy, we're talking about a whole different ball game here. We're talking about a whole different ball game. But they desperately need D-line, and we got Walter Nolan here dropping to 30. Now, this is a big possibility of this happening because of his off the field issues, his character issues, you know what I'm saying? A lot of character concerns with this guy. But You know what I'm saying? Great upside as a pass rusher. Great in the running game. You know what I'm saying? He was a top two, you know what I'm saying, recruit behind Travis Hunter. You know what I'm saying? But the Buffalo Bills really need to help out that interior, bro. Now they did do a good job at, getting more depth on that D line. They signed Joey Bosa. They signed Michael Hoyt. But Joey Bosa, you cannot trust that nigga to stay healthy for shit, bro. I think his last healthy season, fully healthy season, was 2021. That was 4 years ago. So you need some depth there. You need somebody you can depend on to also get pass rush and stay healthy. And Walter Nolan is gonna be that guy for them. Next up, we got the Kansas City Chiefs. I think I did this in my last mock draft. I'm gonna go Gray Zabel here, bro. They need help on that offensive line. You trade away Joe Tooney. Now Gray Zabel is listed at tackle, but I think he will be playing guard in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? Tackle was just his position at North Dakota State, but I think he will be 100% playing guard in the NFL, and they really need to replace Joe Tooney. They really do. You got Trey Smith on the outside, but they franchise tagged him. So they gotta figure out some contract issues there. They signed Jalen Moore on a 2-year deal. So you kinda got those two tackle spots figured out. I don't know how good Jalen Moore is gonna be with him finally being a starter. He was a backup for Trent Williams, but we shall see. We shall see. Now at number 32, the Super Bowl champs, the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, you lose Josh Sweat. You know what I'm saying? You lose Josh Sweat. You still got Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis, Nolan Smith. Jalen Hunt is solid. You know what I'm saying? He had, 3 sacks in the playoffs? So he was pretty good for them. But when you lose a big-time name like Josh Sweat, he had, 2.5 sacks in the Super Bowl? You need more pass rush. You know what I'm saying? You need more pass rush. And I think they're going to go Myles Williams. Adding another Georgia Bulldog to that defensive line. Him falling to 32, I don't really see happening, but as we've seen how the draft has fallen right here, bro, that's just how it's gonna go for me. I ain't gonna lie. Now, you know how Howie Roseman loves his Georgia Bulldogs. You know what I'm saying? They got a boatload of them on this defense. Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis, Nolan Smith, Keely Ringo. Why not add a 5th? And my boy Myles Williams. Now, in my last mock drafts, I've had them going Malachi Starks, but, you got to switch up. You can't just keep doing the same old things every single mock draft, or it's just going to get repetitive and boring at that point. So, going with Myles Williams there, bro. I feel like this might actually be how the board falls. I think Cam Ward goes, depending on what the Browns do with their whole quarterback situation, they go Abdul Carter. Shedeur Sanders goes to the Giants. Travis Hunter goes to the Patriots. Mason Graham is 100% going to the Jags. T-Mac might go to the Raiders. I feel like this might actually be how the board falls. Now, the only questionable spots I feel like maybe Kenneth Grant to the Saints. That might be the only one, in my opinion, for me. I feel like that might be how I feel the only questionable spot on this mock draft so far. Not gonna lie to you. I feel like everything else really turned out well, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. But hey, man, shit, I wanna know what you guys think down in the comments below. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know what y'all think of the players I gave y'all teams. You know what I'm saying? Do y'all think how this draft is gonna turn out? You know what I'm saying? We still got roughly a month away, you know what I'm saying, for the draft. I'm going to try to record my reaction to the draft, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully I'm able to do that. Like, bro, you know how that should go. But hey, man, I want to know what you guys think down in the comments below. Y'all let me know what other NFL videos I'm to do. Without further ado, I'm out. Yeah. I'ma make them feel me, make them people when they chow me. And if you don't know me, I'ma make sure that you know me. I hate to say it, but I really think I'm broke. But I know I'm chosen, I really know I'm chosen. I know I'm chosen. I was just lost a year ago, but now I'm focused. When good at sports, this microphone can be my trophy. Not taking drugs, I found a better way of coping.